Good morning. I said to all my friends, very cold, windy. It has rained throughout the night here in Selix Hill. Uh, Beekeeping, it's a combination of knowing science regarding the bees and then your experience, which is an accumulation of events and a learning process. We get it wrong sometime, but there is no way we would learn without trying. I have stimulated the beehives now for the third time, maybe once a week, with very small quantity of sugar syrup, only 500 grams or so. The sugar syrup I give it to them was warm, and this is how I give it to them. So I have this board here. This is a double 10 framer beehive. I have this board with just a hole in the middle, and it's a honey bucket with many holes in the lid, and I put the syrup in and I just turn it upside down. And because the nights are cold, I just put another empty bucket on top, and it will keep the syrup warmer for longer. And then the lid on top. Someone would say you're not doing it right because you're stimulating them and they're gonna swarm on you. And yes, that is always a factor. When you stimulate, they would build up rapidly. I am trying not to stimulate heavily, just a little bit, especially when they have a very bad weather. They still have some sort of nectar coming in through the sugar syrup to feed the young larvae and nurse bees, which are not flying out. They prefer the nectar over the honey. This is a very simple method to feed. You can put like a plastic bag over the top frames with just a spacer and then your lid. That is another good one, but sometimes you have to watch. One thing is you need to open the lid, open the top, and expose the bees to the weather. With that bucket, it's so simple. I have like a piece of wood, you see it like that, which just sits over the hole, and I take that and I just put the bucket on top, and you see from last night they have taken the whole syrup. If I look here, this is a 10 framer and then a shallow super on top. They have not taken this one. You see the syrup is still there, almost same like I gave it to them. So a strong colony would take as much as you give it to him, but a weaker colony would take it slower, much slower. As well, if you put a plastic bag sometime, and if you delay and you don't go second, third day in to take the plastic bag, they will try to tear it to shreds and take it through the frames and bring it out through the main entrance. So everything has pros and cons. Putting a plastic bag, it's good because it keeps the syrup warm on top of the frames. But even with small quantities of sugar syrup, if you give it to them like that, And see, this row I have put buckets on top just to keep that a bit warmer through the night, to enable them to take it easier. Yes, this is what I wanted to touch upon this morning. There is no way we would know except we try. We do not want our bees to swarm, and that is not an easy thing. We want them to thrive, but in that process, a natural way for them to survive is to swarm. If they build up and we would have a honey flow by the time they are strong, then there is a less of a chance, much reduced chance for them to swarm on us. But if there is no nectar flow coming, then the likelihood of them swarming is higher. Well, I just wanted to show you how I stimulate, and for people who make bees and sell bees, stimulating it's very good, because there are, after building up the population and splitting the hives and making nukes, and that is good, but that has like a double-edged sword always. It has a danger of them swarming on us. Until next time, I say God bless you.